Welcome back to Quiet Wealth Lab. Today we're diving into something that can genuinely change your financial future: how to multiply your savings. Whether you're just getting started or looking for smarter strategies, this guide is for you. Let's get into it. Before we talk solutions, let's understand why most people struggle to save in the first place. The biggest issue? There's no system. Savings happen by accident. Whatever's left at the end of the month, if anything. Then there's lifestyle inflation. Every time you earn more, you spend more. Add in a lack of automation and money sitting in low-interest accounts, and it's no wonder savings don't grow. The good news? Every one of these problems has a fix. Let's start with the most important one. This is the foundation of everything we'll cover today: a mindset shift. Old thinking says, I'll save what's left. New thinking says, I pay myself first. Old thinking sees saving as restrictive. New thinking sees it as freedom. Once you make this shift, everything else falls into place. You stop waiting for the perfect time and start right now. Let that sink in for a moment. This one change in perspective is worth more than any strategy I'll share today. Pay yourself first. This is the golden rule of wealth building. Before bills, before groceries, before anything, set aside a fixed percentage of every paycheck. Start with 10% if you can. Even 5% works. Then increase by 1% every 3 months. You won't even feel the difference, but over time it adds up massively. The key is treating your savings like a non-negotiable bill. It's not optional. And use a separate account so you're not tempted to dip into it. Now let's talk about a simple framework that makes budgeting effortless: the 50-30-20 rule. 50% goes to needs: housing, food, transport, insurance, the essentials. 30% goes to wants: entertainment, dining out, hobbies, the things that make life enjoyable. And 20% goes to savings and debt payoff: your emergency fund, investments, and paying down any high-interest debt. This isn't rigid. Adjust the percentages to fit your situation. The point is having a structure. Here's where it gets powerful: automation. The number one reason people fail at saving is willpower. We rely on ourselves to make the right choice every single time. That's exhausting and unsustainable. Instead, set up automatic transfers on payday. Money moves to your savings before you can spend it. Set up auto-invest so your investments grow without you having to think about it. And auto-bill pay so you never miss a payment or rack up late fees. Automate once, benefit forever. This is the quiet wealth way. Quick question: where is your savings sitting right now? If it's in a traditional savings account, you're earning about 0.01%. On $10,000, that's just $1 a year. Essentially nothing. A high-yield savings account pays 4 to 5%. Same $10,000 earns you $400 to $500 a year. That's a massive difference for literally zero extra effort. It takes about 10 minutes to open one online. If you haven't done this yet, pause the video and do it today. Seriously. Now let's talk about the real magic: compound interest. Einstein reportedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Here's a real example. If you invest just $200 a month at an 8% average annual return, after 30 years you'd have $589,000. Your total contributions? Just $72,000. The rest, $517,000, is pure earnings. Your money making money on top of money. The takeaway? Time is your greatest asset. The earlier you start, the more powerful this effect becomes. Even small amounts matter. Let's visualize that compound growth. Look at this chart. The blue bars are your actual contributions. They grow linearly. But the gold bars, your investment growth, they curve upward exponentially. In the first 5 years, growth is modest. By year 15, your earnings start outpacing your contributions. And by year 30, it's not even close. This is why starting early matters so much. Every year you wait, you lose the most powerful years of compounding. Before you invest a single dollar, you need an emergency fund. This is your financial safety net. Step 1. Save a starter fund of $1,000 for immediate emergencies. A flat tire, an unexpected bill. Step 2. Build up to 3 months of essential expenses. This covers you if you lose income temporarily. Step 3. The ultimate goal is 6 months of expenses. At this point, you have a real financial cushion that lets you take smart risks and invest with confidence. Keep this in a high-yield savings account where it's accessible but earning interest. Now, let's find more money to save by cutting the hidden costs, the small expenses that quietly drain your wealth. Unused subscriptions, streaming services, gym memberships, apps you forgot about. That's $50 to $200 a month for many people. Bank fees, maintenance fees, ATM fees, overdraft fees. Switch to a fee-free bank and save $10 to $30 monthly. Impulse purchases, those unplanned buys that add up to $100 to $300 a month. Try a 24-hour rule before any non-essential purchase. And dining out excess. Eating out is fine, but cutting back even slightly can save $150 to $400 a month. Do a monthly audit. You'll be surprised what you find. Here's where it all comes together, the savings multiplier effect. Every dollar you save is worth more than a dollar you earn, because saved money compounds over time. If you save and invest $500 a month at 8%, in 20 years that becomes nearly $295,000. In 30 years, over $745,000. That's the power of consistency plus compound growth. You don't need to be rich to build wealth. You need to be consistent. Don't put all your savings in one basket. Diversify across different accounts based on your goals. About 30% in your emergency fund. Safe, liquid, high-yield savings. 20% for short-term goals. Travel, a car, a down payment. Consider CDs or money market accounts. 35% toward retirement, your 401k, IRA, or equivalent. This is your long-term growth engine. And 15% in an opportunity fund, money set aside for investments when they come along. A good stock dip, a side business opportunity. These percentages are starting points. Adjust based on where you are in life. One of the biggest wealth accelerators most people overlook, tax-advantaged accounts. A 401k lets you contribute pre-tax money, reducing your taxable income today. The 2025 limit is $23,500, and if your employer offers a match, always take it. That's literally free money. A Roth IRA is funded with after-tax money, but your investments grow completely tax-free. Great for younger earners who expect their income to rise. An HSA is the only account with a triple tax advantage: tax-deductible contributions, tax-free growth, and tax-free withdrawals for medical expenses. After 65, it works like a retirement account, and 529 plans offer tax-free growth for education expenses. Learn these accounts. Use them. They're some of the best tools available. Dollar-cost averaging is a strategy that removes emotion from investing. Instead of trying to time the market, which even professionals can't do consistently, you invest a fixed amount at regular intervals. Look at this chart. The gold line is the actual market price, bouncing up and down. The blue line is your average cost per share, which stays much smoother and lower. When the market drops, your fixed amount buys more shares. When it rises, you buy fewer. Over time, this averages out to a lower cost basis. Set it up automatically and let it run. Don't check it every day. That's the quiet wealth approach. Saving is one side of the equation. Earning more is the other. First, negotiate your salary. Research market rates for your role and present your value. Most people leave thousands on the table by not asking. Second, consider a side business. Freelancing, consulting, digital products. There are more opportunities than ever. Third, build passive income streams, dividends, Rental income, royalties. These take time to set up but pay you while you sleep. And fourth, invest in your skills. Certifications and training that lead to higher pay have some of the best returns on investment you'll ever find. What gets measured gets improved. Track your progress consistently. Review your spending weekly. Compare what you actually spent versus your budget. Catch overspending early. Check your net worth monthly. Your total assets minus liabilities. Watching this number grow is incredibly motivating. Rebalance your savings quarterly. As goals change, shift your percentages accordingly. And most importantly, celebrate your wins. Hit a savings milestone? Acknowledge it. Staying motivated is half the battle. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. These check-ins keep you on course. Let's talk about the most common mistakes so you can avoid them. Waiting for the perfect time to start. There's no perfect time. The best time was yesterday. The second best time is right now. Saving without a specific goal. Vague goals produce vague results. Be specific. How much, by when, and for what. Ignoring high-interest debt. Paying 20% interest on credit cards while earning 8% on investments means you're going backwards. Checking investments too frequently. Daily checking leads to emotional decisions. Set it, forget it, check quarterly, not adjusting for inflation. Your savings goals should increase over time to maintain purchasing power, and keeping all savings in one account, diversify to optimize growth and access. Let me give you a practical roadmap to follow over the next 5 years. Year 1, focus on building your emergency fund and automating your savings. Target $5,000 saved. Year 2, maximize your employer match and open an investment account. Push to $15,000 total. Year 3, increase your savings rate to 25% or more. Aim for $35,000 saved. Year 4, diversify your investments and add an income stream. Target $60,000, Year 5. This is where compound growth really starts to kick in. Financial confidence grows as you approach $100,000 saved. Every number here is achievable. The key is consistency and patience. Let's recap the key principles we covered today. Pay yourself first and make it automatic. Use the 50-30-20 framework as your budgeting guide. Let compound interest do the heavy lifting over time. Build your emergency fund before you invest. Diversify your savings across accounts with different purposes. And track your progress consistently, adjust as needed. None of this requires a high income. It requires a system, consistency, and patience. That's the quiet wealth way. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to Quiet Wealth Lab for more calm, practical financial guidance every week. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one thing you're going to implement from today's video? I read every single comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Keep building that quiet wealth.